Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. Job transfer for all. Sign into Holy Angel at the beginning. Chapter 61. Except for the students and teachers of the third high school who were interviewed. The city owner of Tianfu City and senior officials of the Education Bureau were also interviewed. When Qin Feng changed his profession to become an angel summoner, I decided to train him vigorously. Also urge Principal Li Hai to praise Qin Feng in time. After speaking impassionedly for half an hour, the director of the Education Bureau finally ended up with a bonus of 2 million yuan and AC level strengthening resource. After the official organization award is over. Naturally, the private enterprises in Tianfu City are not far behind. They made promises. Joke. Qin Feng is the famous provincial champion. There is only one a year. Regarding Qin Feng's report, it must be overwhelming. And it must firmly occupy the top of the major news boards. Such a great opportunity to brush your face. The bosses of these private companies, or the patriarchs of the major families, definitely don't miss such an opportunity. In addition, through this opportunity, Qin Feng can also form a good relationship, so why not do it? Therefore, this interview is like a meeting where companies show their financial strength. Some companies offered to give Qin Feng a complete set of equipment. Some families said to give Qin Feng the most suitable contract pet. Others said it was given to Qin Feng's luxury car villa. Etc., etc. Until the end, a person in charge of the Wang Chamber of Commerce came out and stopped the factory. Renovate all 67 orphanages in the city for free. As soon as the news came out, everyone was shocked. They couldn't help but feel Wang's wealth. Wang's Chamber of Commerce also took this opportunity to show off fiercely. Presumably after this incident has passed, the Wang Chamber of Commerce's goal of expanding to other base cities will no longer encounter any difficulties. Shangjing City, the capital city of Fengxian Province, has a huge area and is extremely rich. In the main urban area, within the scope of the Second Ring Road, there is a community with a very large area. In the entire community, the residents are not official high-ranking officials, but the military bosses are powerful aristocratic families. The security of the community is also very good. The entire community is enveloped by a huge magic circle. Can resist all attacks below the third turn. And even the security guards at the entrance of the community are strong people with rank 2 or higher. This neighborhood is one of the most luxurious neighborhoods in Shangjing City. Mingyu District. At this time, Mingyu District. In a luxuriously decorated detached villa. A tall and handsome man sits on a sofa. In his arms was a beautiful girl with a slender figure. I am carefully watching the video of Qin Feng's college entrance examination pass. After a while, the video finished playing and the screen was plunged into darkness. Chu Tianhe fell into deep thought. This Qin Feng is very strong. The customs clearance time is actually 1 minute faster than mine. Especially this angel beside him. When I saw Xiao Yan, Chu Tianhe directly pushed the beautiful woman beside him out of his arms, his face full of distaste. A creature like this, only I, Chu Tianhe, deserves to own it. Qin Feng. Every man is innocent, but he is guilty. Blame it on you for getting something that doesn't belong to you at all. A gloomy expression appeared on Chu Tianhe's face. Then he took out his cell phone. A phone number was dialed. Hey Iron Beard, there is such a thing. Compared to the hustle and bustle of the outside world, it was rare for Qin Feng to fall into leisure. He turned off his mobile phone and hid in a big hotel in Wang's family. He hasn't come out since the college entrance examination. The whole day is either playing chess with Wang Changhai, or playing football with the children. Life is very chic. If Wang Ya hadn't come to visit in person, Qin Feng really has a taste of being reluctant to leave. Qin Feng, you live in style here. Wang Ya sat down on the sofa. You don't know, looking for you outside is almost crazy. Hi. Qin Feng smiled. Those reporters have nothing to do. I don't care about them. I'd better hide in my room. By the way, what's the matter with you this time? Can't I come to you if I have nothing to do? As soon as Wang Ya finished speaking, her face turned slightly red. Before Qin Feng could react, he hurriedly said, could it be that you forgot that today is the day when the admission envoys arrive? You, the hero, don't want to release the pigeons of those envoys again. Is the admissions envoy already in place? Qin Feng was slightly taken aback. Wang Ya nodded quickly, stepped forward and pulled Qin Feng up. Come with me, my dad has already invited Principal Li and a dozen special admissions envoys to our home. Dozens. Only this little. Qin Feng was stunned for a moment. He thought it was because of his status as the #1 scholar in the province. If hundreds of people don't come, it won't make sense, right? Wang Ya saw Qin Feng's thoughts and smiled. How can there be so many people? The ones who can come are not only the 4 major martial arts schools, but also the top 20 schools in China. The rest of the schools are not qualified to recruit you. That's right. Qin Feng smiled and nodded. Then they followed Wang Ya to the Wang family villa. On the way, Qin Feng chatted with Wang Ya for a while, and asked which school Wang Ya would apply for. Wang Ya's profession is Frost Mage, and she is also very powerful. And he also achieved good results in the college entrance examination, ranking second in Tianfu City, and ranked in the top 50 in the province, second only to Qin Feng. The results themselves are good, plus Wang Jingming's operation. So this time Wang Ya also got an extra chance to make a special move. So taking advantage of this opportunity of special recruitment, Wang Ya should also be able to finalize her ideal school. My intention is to go to Shengjing University. Wang Ya glanced at Qin Feng, and said, but it's not necessarily. Let's talk about it later. Have you still not decided which school you want to apply for? Qin Feng was a little puzzled, and then said, why don't you follow me and apply for a school? Wang Ya's face turned red. Qin Feng, you won't. I'm not ready yet. Qin Feng froze for a moment. What else do you need to prepare for the school? Didn't I see that your profession is a Frost Mage, which has both control and output? There should be quite a few dungeons in the university, and then we can also download dungeons together. Listen to Qin Feng finish. Wang Ya's heart can be said to be full of mixed feelings. Both lost and happy. Unfortunately, Qin Feng didn't have the kind of thoughts she imagined. Happily, Qin Feng still seems to recognize himself quite well. She didn't know whether she should cry or laugh, so she nodded and said, then it's settled, I'll go wherever you go. Qin Feng nodded, you don't have to be too embarrassed, my original intention is to go to Shengjing University, after all, I have already agreed to Shangguanming. Only when the price offered by other schools far exceeds that of Shengjing University, can I change my mind. 27. Yeah. Wang Ya nodded vigorously. Soon, the two came to the king of another male family. At this time, the long table that was originally empty was already full. Chao Min, the director of the Education Bureau, Li Hai, the principal, Sheng Guanyu from Shengjing University, and Wang Jingming were all sitting in it. But the rest of the people, Qin Feng didn't know much. It should be the admissions envoy of major schools. Qin Feng, I'm really sorry. As soon as Qin Feng came in, a burly man stepped forward and held his hand, apologizing non-stop. Who are you? I'm Shihai University's enrollment envoy Taishan. The burly man smiled shyly. I was also here during the last special recruitment. Because you missed the appointment, I was disrespectful to you, and even called your job a garbage job. Damn me. To express my apologies, I, Shihai University, have decided to exempt you from tuition fees for 4 years, and give you a training fund of 1 million yuan per year, as well as a chance to clear the level of the Nightmare Difficulty Dungeon for free every year. Taishan's tone finished. The faces of many people present have changed. They all yelled, this damn Tarzan looks honest, but actually has too many thoughts. Using the opportunity of apologizing to seize the opportunity. Damn it. Tarzan, you are such a dog. However, Taishan didn't care about these remarks at all. Still smiling and looking at Qin Feng. Qin Feng just wanted to speak. Snapped. A slender little hand directly grabbed Taishan's big hand holding Qin Feng. Taishan, you Shihai University, a trash school, dare to recruit Qin Feng. I think you want to eat peaches. You had already given up on Qin Feng back then, how could you have the courage to come back and recruit? The owner of the little hand is a woman with a hot figure and red hair. The woman snatched Qin Feng's hand from Taishan's and smiled. Brother Qin Feng, I am Yin Qiqi, the special envoy of Zhongnan University. There's nothing good about that shitty place at Shihai University. Why don't you come to Zhongnan University? Zhongnan University is one of the 4 major martial arts schools. The conditions that Taishan promised you, we Zhongnan University, will double all of them. Besides, Zhongnan University, there are many beautiful beauties like my sister. After finishing speaking, Yin Qiqi tossed her full head of hair. Put on a perfect shape. Plus her hot body. While many men present cursed despicable ly, they couldn't help secretly swallowing a mouthful of spit. Then I don't know if there are you, Senior Yin, among these beautiful beauties. Since Qin Feng acquired Shaoyan, his resistance to beautiful women has increased linearly. Faced with Yin Qiqi's approach, it is almost possible to keep her mood calm. Hee. Yin Qiqi clicked her tongue in amazement. I didn't expect Brother Qin Feng to be a man of temperament. If you want, my sister doesn't mind taking a bit of a disadvantage. Yin Qiqi, you are a special recruiter of Zhongnan University, and you have completely embarrassed Zhongnan University. At this time, a somewhat sissy voice suddenly sounded from behind Yin Qiqi. HMPH. Lin Tianhao. Why are you everywhere? Just mind your own business. After hearing the voice, Yin Qiqi's face showed a hint of disgust. 0 for flowers. Hee. That's better than your slutty style. Being with someone like you will really embarrass our 4 major universities. Lin Tianhao was extremely tall, and when he walked in front of Qin Feng, he was half a head taller than Qin Feng. But Lin Tian, how about this shape? Qin Feng didn't dare to compliment him. A majestic big man actually wears heavy makeup, which is almost heavier than the makeup of the ladies present. So Qin Feng also rejected Lin Tianhao's extended palm. She chose to continue holding hands with Yin Qiqi. At least it's ice cold and comfortable. And Lin Tianhao didn't mind seeing this. He smiled and said, Hello, Qin Feng, I am Lin Tianhao, the special envoy of Kunlun University. Our Kunlun University's condition is that tuition fees will be waived for 4 years, and 5 million training funds will be provided every year. In addition, our Kunlun University also has 3 nightmare-level dungeons. As long as Qin Feng is willing to join Kunlun University, these 3 dungeons will be given to you for free once a year. Chance to pass the level. Hiss. After hearing Lin Tianhao's conditions, everyone present gasped in unison. Even Qin Feng, who had been prepared for a long time. I was also taken aback by this generous condition. As can be seen from the copy of the college entrance examination. How much improvement can a dungeon of nightmare difficulty give people? Not only did it increase Qin Feng's level from level 16 to level 19. He also contributed several treasure chests, 2 golden objects, and a powerful enchanting card to him. Believe in copies held in colleges and universities. The level will be higher and the difficulty will be greater. The rewards should be better too. It is estimated that after Qin Feng cleared 3 copies. If you're lucky, it shouldn't be a problem to gather a whole set of gold equipment. Seeing Qin Feng was a little moved. Shang Guanming couldn't sit still. Swipe and stand up from the chair. He quickly walked in front of Qin Feng, looked at Qin Feng with burning eyes and said, Qin Feng, we at Shengjing University don't have as many training resources as Kunlun University, but we can still get 2 nightmare dungeon opportunities every year, plus a B-level resource. In addition, our school's strength is respected. There is a list of first ranks and a list of second ranks in the school. As long as you can be on the list, and your ranking on the list is high enough, let alone B level, even A level, it's not impossible. Finally, and most importantly, you also know the situation in our Fengxian province. Surrounded by hundreds of thousands of mountains, the fighting is the most intense. As long as you come to Shengjing University, you will have the opportunity to go to the battlefield and win military exploits. This is something that the other 3 universities do not have. As long as you work hard and have strength, it is not impossible to obtain the rank of lieutenant or even the rank of school before graduation. Believe me, it is right to choose Shengjing. Fengxian province is a strong military province. Not because of his size. It's because Fengxian province is surrounded by mountains in the north and sea in the south. Facing the threat of monsters and sea beasts all the time. Therefore, sometimes, when the city defense is in an emergency, some college students will be dispatched to participate in wars such as the city defense battle. Naturally, these students will also receive some military merit awards. to join the army in the future, pave the way in advance. This is where Shangguan Yu's greatest confidence lies. The recruiters of several other universities snorted coldly when they heard Shangguan Yu's words, but they couldn't find a reason to refute. And as Shangguan Ming finished the conditions, those colleges and universities that can provide conditions have also finished their conditions. Qin Feng originally intended to study at Shengjing University. Now I heard what Shangguan Yu said. Naturally, without hesitation, the decision was made immediately. I choose Shengjing University. What is the purpose of entering university? It's not about getting stronger quickly. In order to realize the dream in my heart. The first dream in Qin Feng's heart is to change the situation of the orphanage. It can already be considered complete. Now the children have gone through the enrollment procedures. There are fish and meat in every meal. Orphanages are also being remodeled. It can be said that these dreams have been overfulfilled. The second dream is to inherit the behest of my parents. Go to the frontline battlefield, join the army, defend the country. Since the conditions put forward by several colleges and universities are not much different, then Qin Feng will definitely choose a school that can help him realize his dream. Obviously, on the first point of joining the army, Shengjing University outperformed other schools. Moreover, Shengjing City is the capital city of Fengxian Province. The distance from Tianfu City is not too far. It is also convenient to come back to visit the children in the orphanage at that time. After making a decision, Qin Feng looked at the other teachers again, bowed and said. The rest of the admissions envoys, I'm sorry, I let you go for nothing. It's okay, no problem. Facing a genius like Qin Feng, the rest of the enrolling envoys naturally wouldn't foolishly turn against each other. Even Taishan, who ran twice in vain. They all smiled and encouraged Qin Feng. There was no trace of impatience on his face. Chapter 62. Okay, since Qin Feng has already made a decision, we won't bother you too much. An older admissions envoy said. Qin Feng, President Wang, Principal Li, we will leave now. Okay, please. Qin Feng and the others quickly greeted each other. Greeted everyone to the door of the villa. But at this time, a piercing scream sounded suddenly. This sound is different from the muffled sound of war drums. The sound of war drums was loud, deafening, and that high-pitched whine isn't just loud and unusually harsh. I can't wait to pierce everyone's eardrums. Qin Feng only felt a slight tingling in his ears. He frowned involuntarily. He looked in the direction of the sound. I saw a huge eagle flying over the city. It is about 20 meters long. The spread of the wings is to block out the sun. It's like covering the sky. The noise generated by the flight is booming. It was as if a big truck was speeding past my ears. It's the black-winged feather eagle. Why did it appear here? A recruiting envoy said doubtfully. Black-winged feather eagle. This was Qin Feng's first time seeing such a huge flying monster. I couldn't help being curious. Hastily cast an identification technique in the past. Open black lens bracket black wing feather carving close black lens bracket. Grade. Question mark. So strong. The identification technique can't even check the other party's attributes. To know, Qin Feng is now level 19. The range that can be checked by the identification technique is within level 10. That is to say, the level of this big eagle has exceeded level 29. Even reached the second turn. That's why Qin Feng couldn't check the attributes. The level of monsters near Tianfu City is not high. Moreover, Qin Feng also knew all kinds of monsters nearby. There is no such black wing feather carving. How can it appear above the city? Qin Feng also had this doubt in his heart. Why does he appear? Creatures that dare to fly low above my big summer city. Decision. A soft but unusually tyrannical voice sounded. Qin Feng took a look. The person who spoke was Shangguan Ming. At this time, Shangguan Yu has already taken out a terrifying longbow. The longbow was pulled into a full circle by her seemingly thin arm. On the bowstring, a finger-thin arrow condensed shining golden light. Next moment, brush. The arrow shot through the air. As fast as thunder, he shot directly at the big eagle. And the big eagle seemed to feel this sharp cold light. Quickly flapped its wings and flashed to the side. But the arrow seems to have the function of automatic pursuit. Poof. After turning a corner, it passed directly through the big eagle's head. In the next instant, Da Diao's entire head was blown to pieces. The two-turn eagle didn't even let out a howl. He was instantly killed by Shang Yu. The body is like a broken kite. It wobbled and fell down. Finally, snap. Before the crowd. After a few convulsions, he died completely. A mere second turn, you dare to act fiercely in my great summer. Court death. Shang Yu looked at the corpse and let out a cold snort. Full of heroine demeanor, all the people present nodded in praise. Even Yin Qiqi, who was at odds with Shang Yu, secretly counted her thumbs. This is how the people of Daxia are. May not be united internally. But when foreign enemies invade, they will let you know what true cohesion is. Woo doo doo. At this time, there was another burst of loud and clear horns in the distant sky. It's the assembly number. Are there monsters attacking the city? Shang Yu narrowed his eyes slightly, showing a cold light in his eyes. Monster attacking the city. Wang Jingming was a little puzzled. The location of Tianfu City is cheap. In the wild, there are only two slightly larger maps, the Wild Wind Plain and the Black Wind Mountain Range. But the level of monsters in these two maps is not too high, and the strength is not strong. How could they have the guts to attack Tianfu City? He immediately took out his mobile phone and checked the official information. Strips of yellow warning news jumped in front of my eyes. Morning news. Tianfu City was attacked by a beast horde. The level of the beast horde is level 4, and the danger index is low. Close black lens bracket. Official announcement from the city lord's mansion. Please do not panic the residents of the city, the level of the beast horde is not high and will not pose a threat to the city. Close black lens bracket. City guards announcement. Hunters above level 20 in the city are called to go to the high wall and participate in the battle of the city defense. The harvest of the city defense battle belongs entirely to the individual and does not need to be handed over. Close black lens bracket. It made several admissions envoys laugh. It's just a level 4 beast swarm, there is no threat at all. It is estimated that in an hour, the beast tide will recede, and it will not be too late for the special envoys to leave the city by then. Wang Jingming smiled embarrassedly and said, "Hey." Shang Guanming waved his hand. Although we are special envoys for recruiting students, it is everyone's responsibility to defend the city. Let us honestly wait in the villa for the beast tide to recede. I'm afraid we will be laughed at by many people. Besides, having us participate in the defense of the city can also reduce the loss of many soldiers, so why not do it? After all, Shang Guanban was born in a military family. I have been fascinated by it since childhood. He has a deep affection for the soldiers. The sense of responsibility for defending the country is also stronger. When she finished saying this, can't wait to run to the direction of the city wall, in a hurry, and disappeared in front of everyone's eyes after a while. Senior Shang Yu, where? The same is true for Qin Feng. The moment Shang Yu left, Qin Feng also rushed out. Didn't even say goodbye to several admissions envoys and principals. Also hurriedly ran to the city wall. Ha ha ha. Seeing the movements of the two, Taishan let out a hearty laugh. This kind of thing is actually led by a brat. It leaves nowhere to put my old face. Qin Feng, Shang Yu, wait for me, I will too. Boom. Taishan's body rushed out like a shell. More than a dozen recruiting special envoys all bowed their hands to Wang Jingming and Li Hai, and then rushed towards the city wall. Principal Li, why don't you and I join in the fun? Wang Jingming looked at Li Hai and smiled. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect that a mere 4th level beast horde could alarm President Wang. Li Hai was surprised. I think those monsters should be scared away when they see you. Why? Li Hai has also lived in Tianfu City for decades. Naturally, they have some understanding of local forces like the Wang Chamber of Commerce. As far as he knows, Wang Jingming's grade, even without 3 rotations, it's not far away either. To deal with the level 4 beast tide like this kind of monster whose level does not exceed level 35. It can be called a sledgehammer for killing chickens. Principal Li is joking. Wang Jingming smiled. I just want to see the appearance of those envoys who were recruited and shocked by Qin Feng's attack. It must be very interesting. It is also true. Li Hai nodded quickly. Thinking of their stunned looks, I'm looking forward to it. Afterwards, the two looked at each other and smiled, and both walked towards the city wall. Wang Ya stuck out her tongue and followed behind. It took about 5 minutes or so. Qin Feng came near the gate of the city. The roars of the monsters outside the city and the roars of the soldiers on the city wall were already very clear. Just when Qin Feng was about to climb the city wall, several security guards stopped him directly. Student, there is a battle to defend the city wall ahead, you'd better go home quickly and stay away. Why? I'm here to participate in the defense battle. What? Are you participating in a defense battle? The guards looked at each other in blank dismay. Qin Feng looked really too young. The hair on the face has not completely faded. Even the stubble is still blue. No matter how you look at it, you look like a student who hasn't graduated from high school. How is this possible for him to participate in the guard battle? Don't waste time. Qin Feng, climb to the city quickly, or all the monsters will be killed by that bitch Shang Yu. When Qin Feng was about to defend himself, suddenly there was a deafening roar from behind. Immediately afterwards, Qin Feng and several guards saw a figure that looked like a black bear, like a tank, directly rushed past them. When this figure rushed to the bottom of the city wall, it stomped on the ground. This wall is about 10 meters high. He jumped on it directly. Tarzan. Qin Feng recognized that the person was Taishan. It is worthy of being the special envoy of admissions of the university. As expected, there are 2 brushes. However, these guards were not overwhelmed by Mount Tai. They guard the city gate all year round. The style of soldiers like Taishan has long been no surprise. So there was no response. On the contrary, they were very surprised by the name Qin Feng. You are Qin Feng. A middle-aged uncle stepped forward and looked it over carefully. Then he clapped his hands and called out. Sure enough, it's Qin Feng. My niece has Qin Feng's photos all over the wall. Treat her as an idol. Even if Qin Feng turns into ashes, I will know him. He is definitely Qin Feng. Wow. The other guards were silent for a while. Then they all stretched out their hands and held Qin Feng together. Qin Feng, I have been waiting for you for a long time. Qin Feng did it beautifully. I won a sigh of relief for Tianfu City. Tianfu City is proud of you. Kacha. There was even a middle-aged uncle who moved his tan face to Qin Feng's side, and then pressed the shutter button of his phone. Uncles, now I can climb the wall. Qin Feng was a little anxious and asked. Please hurry please. Several security personnel quickly moved out of the way. Joke. Characters who pass the additional levels of the nightmare level in seconds. A mere level 4 beast horde. Isn't that just holding hands? There was no threat at all. They naturally stopped blocking. Qin Feng nodded, and quickly rushed to the wall. Tread. Step hard on the ground. The body soars into the air, rises to mid-air. Then tap the wall with your toes and use your strength to start again. Exclamation mark. He also jumped onto the city wall. The city walls of Tianfu City are somewhat similar to Changfeng in the previous life. Above the city wall, it is very wide. Enough for 2 cars to pass side by side. Therefore, with thousands of soldiers standing on the city wall, it does not appear crowded. Qin Feng squeezed to the front very easily. Looking down the city wall. Boom. The black and dense monsters. Like the tide, it constantly attacked the city wall. Qin Feng knew quite a few of these monsters. There are steppe gray wolves and steppe yaks in the windy plains. There are also giant scale pythons in the Black Wind Mountains. The grades are not too high. Therefore, most of the soldiers guarding the city were very relaxed. There are even talking and laughing. There was no nervous look at all. Qin Feng felt strange. Why would a monster with such a low level dare to attack the city? And looking at the appearance of these monsters, it seems that they are not very willing, as if they are trying to drive ducks to the shelves. Could someone be driving them? Where is the child? Get down, get down. At this moment, a rough voice rang in Qin Feng's ear. His thoughts were interrupted. Qin Feng looked in the direction of the voice. Then I found a big man wearing black armor and a strong figure, pushing away the crowd and striding towards him. Why do people always talk about age? Although Qin Feng knew that the other party had good intentions. But there was still some impatience in his heart, and he responded loudly. Don't worry about me, I'm the wind. So what about Qin Feng? Qin Feng. Hearing Qin Feng's shout, The armored man froze for a moment, then scratched his head. Qin Feng, take care of him. Soldiers around. Quote. After finishing speaking, the armored man turned around and left again. The whole process was very smooth, without the slightest sloppy. Seeing the big man's movements and the surprised expressions of the people around him, Qin Feng smiled. It turns out that my name is already so useful in Tianfu City. Sometimes being famous isn't necessarily a bad thing. At least it can solve a lot of unnecessary troubles. After the big man turned around and left, Qin Feng looked down at the beast tied again. Thought about it. I don't have any large-scale damage skills. The shooting efficiency is too low. He simply summoned Xiao Yan directly. After rubbing her little head, she said, "Here, do you see those monsters below? You're welcome, I'll collect them all." Xiao Yan glanced at the herd of beasts below, smiled and said, "Okay brother Qin, Xiao Yan will come back as soon as he goes." Then, the light flashed by. Xiao Yan flew out of Qin Feng's palm towards the outside of the city. During the flight, the body became bigger and bigger, and the holy light emitted by the body became brighter and brighter. Attracted the attention of all defenders. "Look, what's that? It's shiny, it can't be a treasure, right? No, I look like a person. I see, it's an angel, it's Qin Feng's trifle way 4. Shi Xiaoyan." Quote. As the guards cried out in alarm. Xiao Yan's body has also completed the transformation. She has a slim figure, long hair like snow, and a beautiful face. A golden greatsword the size of half a man is held in his hand. Gives a strong visual impact. The strong sense of contrast made everyone stunned, forgetting that they should continue to shoulder the important task of defending the city at this moment. Even the monsters that are attacking the city. They were all stunned for a moment at this moment. It seems to be shocked by this beautiful creature in the sky. But what surprised everyone even more? It was the skill that Xiao Yan released next. Billions of years of starlight. The moment the light and holy voice sounded, the whole sky became pitch black, and I couldn't see my fingers. Next moment, the sky is full of stars at the same time. These starbursts shot out a dazzling holy light, and illuminated the entire sky into daylight. Boom. In the end, the stars were like shooting stars, dragging the tail flame of the holy light, and smashed heavily into the herd of beasts. Ah! Roar. These monsters suddenly let out painful wailing sounds. The next moment, they were all smashed into powder by the meteor. Then it was burned to ashes by the blazing holy light flame. Among the whole herd, a vacuum was cleared in an instant. The sacred flames burning in this area are constantly swallowing, causing all the monsters nearby to feel fear from the bottom of their hearts. Don't dare to approach at all. Wow. The entire army of monsters fell into a deathly silence. After a second, 2 seconds, they receded like a tide. Army of monster beasts, are you going to disperse now? Brother Qin Feng scared off the entire beast horde with just one skill. Damn it. Qin Feng, you are too harsh. Chapter 63. Be open to compliments from those around you. There was no joy on Qin Feng's face. He instinctively felt that something was wrong. According to the knowledge learned in school, when the beast tide attacks the city, there must be a commander-level monster commanding it. And you will definitely not be intimidated by a mere skill. You know, most of the monsters are brave and fearless. This time the monster beasts attacked the city, it was definitely weird, and it revealed weirdness everywhere. Xiao Yan, stop chasing me. Qin Feng gave an order in his heart. Xiao Yan was stunned for a moment. But he stopped his body obediently and flew towards the city wall. Qin Feng, if you want to blame it, blame you for messing with the wrong person. Go to hell. Just when everyone was cheering and celebrating the victory. Next to his ear, a gloomy voice suddenly came. Next moment, there was a flash of cold light. Only a snort was heard. A dagger shining with white light pierced into Qin Feng's vest. But the person who made the sneak attack hadn't gotten his complacent yet. He found that he seemed to have lost all his strength. If the dagger penetrates less than 1 centimeter, it will not be able to penetrate a single centimeter. How? The sneak attacking man lowered his head to look at his body, only to realize that at some point, a golden gun tip had penetrated his chest. Is it true that after I, Qin Feng, lose Xiao Yan, I will be slaughtered by others? Qin Feng smiled coldly. Then he pulled out the gun sharply. A transparent hole suddenly appeared on the man's chest, and blood spurted out like a column of blood. I'm not reconciled. I'm close to the second-rank assassin, but I can't kill. Slap. The man's body fell to the ground. After twitching a few times, he was completely motionless. What happened? What happened? The soldiers were dumbfounded when they saw the situation on the field. Looking at each other, not knowing what to do. Qin Feng killed someone. Even if you are the pride of heaven, you can't ignore the law. I will kill you today. Swipe swipe. When everyone has not reacted. Surrounding Qin Feng, there was another sound of uniformly drawing knives. The bright knife light almost blinded people's eyes. The whole beast tide is driven by someone. It's just to make Xiao Yan leave my side. Then attack me again. This is a killing game against me. There is only one gang that can hide so perfectly among the guards. The Bloody Wind Pirates. 707,000 of thoughts flashed through Qin Feng's mind in an instant. At this moment, he understood all the mysteries. This is the plan of the Bloody Bandits. The first is to drive away the monsters and attack the city. Then he hid himself among the guards. Taking advantage of the time when Xiao Yan was away, he launched a sneak attack on himself. Such a poisonous and vicious strategy. In order to sneak attack on himself, he even sent monsters to attack the city. Put innocent defenders in danger. Let the residents of the entire Tianfu city be in danger. At this moment, the hatred in his heart for the Xingfeng bandit was beyond words. A decision was born in his heart, that is, sooner or later, the gang of Xingfeng bandits must be completely eliminated. It is also a bright world in Daxia. Qin Feng gritted his teeth, looked at the group of thieves attacking him with swords, and sneered. More than a dozen masters who are close to the second-rank level. The Bloody Wind thieves are really generous. But you're also a bit wrong. That's the connection between Xiaoyan and me. How can it be weakened because of the distance? Xiao Yan, come, brush. Hear Qin Feng's call. Xiao Yan, who was still far away, turned into a flash of light. In an instant, he stroked Qin Feng's spear. The whole process. Not even 0.1 second was used. They saw that besides a blue pattern that shone with thunder, there was another complex golden pattern on Qin Feng's spear. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Qin Feng stomped on the ground with his feet. The power from his head was transmitted to his waist and abdomen, and then penetrated his arms, drawing a semicircle with the spear in his hand in the void. It slammed heavily on the head of a thief who rushed close. Poof. The head of this level 28 thief was blown apart, and red and white things splashed in all directions. It landed on the ground, on the wall, and on the faces of the gang behind him. Hiss. The gang of thieves stopped abruptly and took a breath of air. That's a warrior class close to level 28. Just like that, he was shot to death by Qin Feng. When I accepted the task, I didn't mention this. Didn't it mean that after Qin Feng left Angel, his strength would be around level 20 at most? Do you call this level 20 strength? Even if it's the second turn, it's nothing more than that, right? The idea is tough. Get out. A bandit leader shouted, and then jumped out of the city without hesitation. Want to run? Die to me. Brush. Qin Feng directly treated the spear as a javelin and threw it with all his strength. Poof. The spear directly penetrated a thief's chest, nailing his body firmly to the ground. At the same time, the body of an accomplice next to the thief was also directly blasted to pieces. Qin Feng looked sideways and found that it was Shang Guanyu who made the move. After he nodded at Shang Guanyu, he said loudly, "These people are all bloodthirsty thieves. Don't show mercy, they will all be executed on the spot." Boom. Qin Feng's shout was heard. These soldiers suddenly reflected. They released their skills one after another, blasting towards those thieves overwhelmingly. At the same time, a light flashed on Qin Feng's spear. Xiao Yan's figure appeared again. A storm of holy light also condensed at the same time. Swept towards the thieves. It doesn't take a moment. The storm sucked all the thieves in. Ah, ah, ah. After the screams lasted for 2 seconds, they fell silent instantly. The storm also dissipated slowly. All that was left was black ashes. Is this the power of an angel? This is too strong. These second-rank thieves can't even handle one of Angel's skills, which is too perverted. I didn't expect angels to be so powerful. If only I had an angel. Then you can wash up and sleep. Angels are exclusive to Brother Qin Feng. That's right. Creatures like angels are only worthy of young heroes like Qin Feng. After the soldiers saw Xiaoyan's performance, they all talked about it, and their expressions were indescribably envious. Qin Feng, are you okay? At this time, Shang Guanming came over, looked at Qin Feng and asked. It's okay, no problem. Qin Feng felt the wound on his back, and under the treatment of divine healing, it was no longer a serious problem, and he could not feel any pain. How did you get into trouble with the Bloody Wind thieves? Shang Guanyu asked with some doubts. According to the style of doing things of the Fishy Wind Bandit. Never trade at a loss. This time it is considered a success in assassinating Qin Feng. These masters who are close to the second rank will definitely not be able to escape. Sacrificing more than a dozen of these masters was just to assassinate Qin Feng. What about the benefits? Shang Guanyu didn't understand very much. Qin Feng also shook his head, and thought to himself, is this Li Tianyi the Ironbeard's own son? Killing a Li Tianyi, is it worth taking revenge on me like this? Seeing Qin Feng also had a puzzled expression. Shang Guanming said. Since you don't understand, you don't need to bother to guess what will block the water and cover it with earth. If the assassination fails this time, it is estimated that with their character, they will not give up easily. You should go to Shengjing City as soon as possible. In a small city like Tianfu City, there will inevitably be omissions in the city defense. Yeah, Qin Feng nodded. It was less than half a month before the start of their special enrollment. It's good to take advantage of this time to get to know the customs of Shengjing City. Moreover, the level of monsters in Tianfu City is too low, and it is no longer enough to support Qin Feng's rapid promotion. So there is no harm in going to Shengjing City as soon as possible, so Qin Feng agreed. Hey, Qin Feng, don't be in a hurry, don't be in a hurry. At this time, Tai Shan ran up with a smile. Didn't you sign a contract with Shengjing University yet? In this way, you can consider our Shihai University again. The conditions that we Shihai University promised you before will be doubled. Ah, this. ACFI, Qin Feng just wanted to think carefully about Mount Tai's conditions. Yin Qiqi came up again, interrupting Qin Feng's thoughts. Brother Qin Feng, your performance just now was really great. The conditions given by our Zhongnan University can also be doubled. Also, if Brother Qin Feng wants to, sister can do it tonight. The words are not finished yet. Qin Feng felt a murderous aura coming from behind. Brush. In the next second, a flaming arrow shot towards Yin Qiqi. Fortunately, Yin Qiqi responded quickly. A wrong step under the foot, it flashed to the side. The arrow shot through the air and landed on the ground. Boom. The blue stone on the surface was blown into countless fragments. Bounced away in all directions. A lot of gravel fell on the soldiers watching the excitement. They actually hit their skin directly into a big red and swollen bump. It can be seen how much force Shang Guanming used for this arrow. Yin Qiqi, Tai Shan, if you snatch someone from me, you really think I, Shang Guanming Ni, can't do it? Come on, you two go up together. As long as you can beat me, I will not interfere with Qin Feng's stay. Domineering. This is everyone's evaluation of Shang Guanyu. Women don't let their eyebrows go. You must know that Tai Shan and Yin Qiqi are also above the second rank, and their strength is also very strong. But Shang Guanyu has the courage to fight 1 against 2. Okay, then let us see what you, Shang Guanyu, are capable of. Yin Qiqi's face darkened, and she stepped forward abruptly, confronting Shang Guanyu tit for tat. Judging by her aura, Yuanren was no better than Shang Guan at all. This. Tai Shan scratched his head, feeling that something was wrong. He took 2 steps back quickly. You two are robbing Qin Feng. I'm a big man and I won't get involved. After all, I don't like Qin Feng. Tai Shan, what do you mean? Shang Guanming became angry immediately. You mean we like Qin Feng? Isn't it? Tai Shan said in a muffled voice. Seeing things develop in an outrageous direction. Qin Feng hastily stepped forward 2 steps and stood between the 3 of them, separating them from each other. Then I apologized to Tai Shan and Yin Qiqi. Thank you for your love. I am not someone who makes changes day and night. Since I chose Shangjing University, I will not change. Thank you both for your kindness. After speaking, he looked at Shangguan Yu again. Senior Shangguan, don't worry about it. Qin Feng won't change his mind, just pay it off and feel at ease. After that, it was even in front of everyone. On this city wall, the agreement of Shangjing University was signed. That's the end of this farce. Phew. Qin Feng let out a long breath secretly. What is this called? Almost got into a fight because of me. It's outrageous. It was the first time Qin Feng felt that he was so popular. There is still such a dark feeling in my heart. After all, two top BBWs fight for him. This is something that no one else can envy. The tide of beasts receded, and Qin Feng's enrollment was finalized. Yin Qiqi and Taishan did not stay long. After a while, they all said goodbye and left. Seeing this, Shangguan Yu also walked up and said, Qin Feng, I'm going back to Shangjing City today, will you follow me back? It's safer to follow me. Qin Feng shook his head repeatedly. Although Shangguan Yu is strong, Xiaoyan is not weaker than her. With Xiaoyan by his side, there is no need to worry about safety issues. Besides, he still needs to deal with the matter of the orphanage. So he directly rejected Shangguan Yu's kindness. Sister Shangguan, you go back first, I will go there as soon as possible after finishing the matter at hand. Aha, Shangguan Yu didn't force it either. Don't forget, the start time for you special enrollment students is 7 days later, so don't be late. After speaking, Shangguan Yu shouldered the longbow, turned and left. Very chic and unrestrained. Seeing Shangguan Yu leave, Lihai Wang Jingming and a big man in armor came up. The big man in armor looked apologetic and said, Brother Qin Feng, I'm really sorry. The city guards were actually infiltrated by the Xingfeng pirates. I didn't realize it. It almost put you in danger. The person who spoke was Zhou Yang, the commander of the Tianfu City Guards. Commander Zhou doesn't need to apologize. Qin Feng quickly waved his hand. These Xingfeng bandits are just wearing the clothes of the city guards and mixing up. The battlefield is so chaotic, and there are some omissions, which are understandable. Besides, I'm fine, so you don't have to worry about it. For Zhou Yang, Qin Feng is still very fond of him. After all, he has guarded Tianfu City for so many years. Let the residents of Tianfu City not be attacked by any monsters. He is a hero and deserves respect. Naturally, Qin Feng wouldn't mind because of such a trivial matter. Yes, Commander Zhou, you don't have to mind. Wang Jingming also said, Qin Feng is not a stingy person. Okay. Zhou Yang nodded. As long as little brother Qin Feng doesn't mind, I can rest assured. Afterwards, Zhou Yang chatted with the three of them for a while, then left to deal with the affairs of the battlefield. Is this the impact of strong power and potential? Even Commander Zhou, who I hadn't even met in person before, would come to apologize because he was worried that I would be dissatisfied. No wonder there are so many people greedy for power. Qin Feng secretly sighed with emotion. Then he expels the thoughts in his mind. In the final analysis, rights are still a product of strength. Greed for power is just a sidewalk. Improving strength is the kingly way. If you want to gain respect, you still have to work hard. Qin Feng, things are over here, come back with me, the rewards from the government have come down. And I have some good news for you. At this time, Wang Jingming came up and said with a smile on his face. Uncle Wang, what's the good news? Qin Feng was curious. Let's go, you'll know when you get back. Wang Jingming looked mysterious. Guaranteed to surprise you enough, to surprise you enough. Chapter 64. At the same time, Shangjing City, a huge underground arena. A burly man with a height of more than 2 meters, a muscular body, and a black beard, quietly listened to the report of his subordinates. Gotcha. Suddenly, the teacup in the big man's hand was crushed into pieces by him. The boiling hot tea spilled out. It fell on the palm of the big man. But the big guy doesn't seem to have any feeling at all. After wiping his hands, he said calmly, You mean, I sent more than a dozen experts who were close to the second rank to assassinate a kid who was less than 20th level, but they failed. Reporting to Ironbeard Boss, judging from the information we have so far, it is so. The subordinate said submissively. The body also kept trembling. It was as if what he was facing was not a person at all, but a terrifying beast. Understood. Get out. Ironbeard snorted coldly and kicked his subordinate. Bang. The subordinate's body flew out more than 10 meters directly. It fell heavily on the ground. There was a cracking sound from the thigh. But the subordinate seemed to be pardoned, clutching his legs, and ran out of the room at a trot. He kept shouting, "Boss T-Beard Xie, Boss T-Beard Xie." The sound faded away. Ironbeard turned his head, looked at a red-haired man on the seat, and said, "Young Master Chu, it's my ineffectiveness, please punish me." The red-haired man was Chu Tianfang, the second place in the Fengxian Provincial College entrance examination. Chu Tianfang smiled coldly. "Ironbeard, you have to know that our Chu family has never envied trash. In the past few years, not only have you made fewer and fewer donations, but your work efficiency is also far worse than before. Do I have reason to suspect that you want to escape the control of the Chu family? You have to know, without my Chu family, you wouldn't be where you are today." Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. The cold sweat on Ironbeard's face fell instantly, and he knelt on the ground at that time. "Young Master Chu, please check clearly, Ironbeard has no two intentions." HMPH. Chu Tianfang snorted coldly. "Then I'll give you another chance to kill Qin Feng and capture the angel. If you can't complete the mission next time, you will know the consequences." After finishing speaking, Chu Tianfang walked out of the boxing gym. His grandma's. Ironbeard slapped the table in front of him into pieces. "You, the second ancestor of the Chu family, dare to shit on my Ironbeard's face. If it wasn't for that brother of yours. You'd better pray that you are not alone. Otherwise, I, Ironbeard, will let you know what real cruelty is. And that Qin Feng, his grandma's, is just going to cause trouble for me, just wait for me." "It's his grandma, Uncle Wang." Qin Feng returned to the villa and sat on the sofa. "It's time to tell me the good news. You, young people are impatient." Wang Jingming smiled, and then clapped his hands. After a while, an old man who looked like a butler came out with a box in his hands and put it in front of Qin Feng. "Here." Wang Jingming pointed to the box. "Let's see for yourself." Brush. Qin Feng rubbed his hands together, and opened the box impatiently. The first thing that catches the eye is a bright golden light. The hall of this villa is illuminated by Jinshan Mountain. 3 pieces of gold equipment. What a great deal. Qin Feng covered his eyes, and waited for the golden glow from the equipment to dissipate before continuing to look inside the box. A necklace, a potion, and a skill book appeared in Qin Feng's sight. "How about Qin Feng? I'm very satisfied." Wang Jingming smiled. "These 3 pieces of equipment are all Tianfu City's compliments to you. In addition, the corresponding bonus should have been transferred to Dean Wang's account according to your wishes." "Yeah, okay, thank you Uncle Wang, thank you official." Qin Feng agreed with his lips, but he couldn't take his eyes off the gold reward in the box. He hadn't expected it at all. The officials of Tianfu City are so generous. He even gave him 3 gold level rewards directly. And 2 of them turned out to be potions and skill books. Calculated according to the market price, the value of potions and skill books is about 30% higher than that of equipment. Not only that, this piece of gold equipment is also an extremely rare jewelry part. It can be said that Tianfu City has put a lot of thought into preparing for Qin Feng's reward. Adhering to the principle that the best stays behind. Qin Feng suppressed his curiosity. Pick up the necklace first, and use identification to check its attributes. Open black lens bracket. Heart of the Brave. Close black lens bracket. Grade. Gold. Strength. +38. Constitution. +20. Agility. +24. +45. Skill. Blessing of the Brave. Active skill. Increase the 4-dimensional attribute by 10%. Last for 1 minute. Cooldown for half an hour. Grade. 18. Occupation. None. The attributes of the necklace are commonplace. But the skill of this brave man's blessing is very amazing. After using this skill, the attribute will increase by 10%, whether it is to counter kill by bursting seeds, or to quickly spawn dungeons. It is a rare magic skill. Qin Feng happened to not have a necklace. He put on the necklace directly. Qin Feng's strength has been improved again. Immediately afterwards, he turned his attention to the potion in the treasure chest again. After seeing the properties of the potion, Qin Feng was extremely pleasantly surprised. Lizard Earth Dragon's Blood Potion. Grade: B+ grade, Gold grade. Effect: after taking it, the Strength attribute and Constitution attribute will be enhanced by 20 points. 1% chance to awaken a trace of Lizard Earth Dragon's blood. Nice one. This is definitely a good thing. After taking it, increasing strength and physique by 20 points is already abnormal enough. Unexpectedly, there is still a slight chance of awakening the blood of the Earth Dragon. You know, in this world, the dragons are at the top of the food chain. Anything that has something to do with the dragon character is incomparably precious. Moreover, the people of Great Sha also believe that they have dragon blood in their bodies and are the descendants of the dragon. For things related to dragons, I like it very much. Qin Feng is no exception. Deng even unscrewed the cork directly. The environment medicine was poured into the mouth with a gurgling. The potion is ice cold, with the salty taste of dead blood. I don't know if it is the effect of dragon's blood, but the overall taste is not bad. After taking a few sips, Qin Feng drank a large bottle of medicine into his stomach. Afterwards, the potion turned into raging energy, flowed to the limbs and bones, and melted into the blood. After a while, his blood boiled all over his body was hot, and his skin was flushed. The whole person seems to be about to explode, full of inexhaustible power. After a while, the energy of the potion slowly dissipated. Ding, take the blood potion of Lizard Earth Dragon, your attributes will be strengthened, strength +20, constitution +20. Close black lens bracket. The gold level potion is really easy to use. In such a short time, the attribute value has increased by 40 points. That's awesome. Qin Feng was pleasantly surprised. But at this moment, the blood in his body surged again, and then he roared uncontrollably with a dragon roar. The sound spread out like ripples. Kacha, kacha. It even shook the teacups on the table to pieces. Open black lens bracket. Ding. Your blood is affected by the medicine, and 1% of your blood is transformed into the blood of the Earth Dragon. Close black lens bracket. Your physical attributes have increased. Strength +5, Constitution +8, Agility +6, Spirit +9. Close black lens bracket. Hear the sound of the prompt. Qin Feng felt extremely pleasantly surprised. Such a small chance. They were all bumped into by him. How lucky. This is the blood of the Earth Dragon. It's awesome. He has already taken the most difficult first step in awakening the dragon blood. Maybe Qin Feng can really fully awaken the dragon blood in the future. Incarnation of Dragon Blood God of War. Thinking about it, I feel extremely cool. Ha, ha. Qin Feng waved his fist impatiently. The wind of the fist is stirring, and the wind is blowing like a tiger and a tiger. The whole person is extremely majestic. Wang Jingming and Li Hai kept nodding in praise. Wang Ya looked at Qin Feng's perfect body transformed by dragon's blood. She was even more shy and lowered her head. So perfect. Not only Qin Feng's body looks perfect, even his face has been transformed, making it look tougher and full of masculinity. A strong masculinity emanating from it. Qin Feng, I didn't expect your luck to be so good. Wang Jingming said with a smile, I didn't expect you to meet the 1% chance. Ha ha ha. Qin Feng laughed. My luck has always been good. That's right. Wang Jingming took it for granted, and pointed to the remaining skill book. After reading it, you will feel that your luck is better. Hear what Wang Jingming said. Qin Feng suddenly became interested. Hastily threw an identification technique into the skill book. The information in the skill book immediately appeared in front of him. Open black lens bracket. Holy blessing. Close black lens bracket. Introduction. Active skill. After using Holy Blessing, you can strengthen the attributes of your summoned creatures by 10% within 1 minute. Level limit. None. Occupation restrictions. Summoner class. FK. This skill is really great. It was almost tailor-made for Qin Feng. Xiaoyan's attributes are already perverted. After strengthening the skills of the Holy Blessing, wouldn't it take off directly? And the effect described by this skill is only the effect of LVI. Qin Feng can also use experience points to strengthen this skill, and if it is strengthened to a higher level, then the improvement effect on Xiaoyan will be even higher. 0 for flowers. Is this trying to get me completely flat? When the time comes to fight, you only need to release a holy blessing skill. You can watch the battle from the sidelines. This made Qin Feng feel dark. Immediately, the skill scroll was directly crushed. Next second, sure enough, the Holy Blessing skill appeared in his skill column. Holy Blessing active. LV1. Increase the attribute of the elf by 10%. The duration is 1 minute, and the cooling time is half an hour. Marvelous. By the way, my current level is level 19, 5580 10,000ths. Try to see if I can strengthen the Divine Blessing. Qin Feng opened the personal panel. Behind the Holy Blessing skill, click the little plus sign. Brush. After clicking, his experience bar was instantly emptied and became level 19, 0 10,000ths. And Divine Gift. Fu skills, only increased by about half of the experience. As expected of a gold level skill book, the experience required for this upgrade is really terrifying. Qin Feng smiled wryly and shook his head. In addition to Xiaoyan, there is another big family who needs experience. It seems that I still need to work harder to succeed. Subsequently, Qin Feng continued to look at the treasure chest. Because he found that, in addition to these 3 pieces of gold equipment, at the bottom of the box, there was actually a dark photo quietly placed. Uncle Wang, is this? Qin Feng picked up the photo. Hehe, Qin Feng. Wang Jingming looked at the photo. Actually, the 3 things in front are just some pretense. This photo is the real gift I have prepared for you. Look carefully at the things in the photo. Do you feel very familiar? Qin Feng quickly placed the photo under the light. Then look at the photo again. Then everyone was completely shocked. Because there is nothing else in the picture. It's a brand new angel seed. But this seed is different from Xiaoyan. Xiaoyan is pure and flawless white, so the one in the photo is as black as ink. Exudes a strong breath of death. It looks wicked. Qin Feng took several deep breaths. Only then did I calm down. He knew too well how much improvement an angel could bring him. If he gets a brand new angel again, then he reckoned that he could now directly contend against the second rank and above Tianzhao. Note that it is not an ordinary person of the second turn. It's a second rank Tianzhao like Shangguan Yu. If this angel is newly obtained, the level will be raised to level 10 or above. Then Qin Feng didn't dare to imagine how perverted his attributes would be. Uncle Wang, where was this photo taken? Where is this seed now? Qin Feng's tone was urgent. He looked at Wang Jingming and asked. Qin Feng, don't worry. Wang Jingming looked at Qin Feng. The things in the photo are really what you need. Yeah, Qin Feng had no intention of hiding anything, and nodded immediately. Phew. Seeing Qin Feng nodding, Tian Jingming also took a deep breath. He was just guessing, but he didn't expect that a blind cat would actually meet a dead mouse. He looked left and right, then leaned close to Qin Feng's ear, and said in a voice that only 2 people could hear. Eastern part of Shengjing City, Twilight Forest. After finishing speaking, Wang Jingming snatched the photo, shook his hands lightly, and the photo turned into fragments all over the sky. I also sent my subordinates there to collect medicinal materials, photos taken by accident. However, the strange thing is that my subordinate mysteriously disappeared after taking the photo and posting the photo. Wang Jingming sighed. So, that place is a bit weird. I suggest you don't worry, and wait until your strength is higher before going. Besides, this thing is dark, and no one will be able to connect him with you. I heard what Wang Jingming said. Qin Feng also relaxed slightly. Yes, besides him, Qin Feng, who else knows this thing? Besides, even if someone else got it, there is no way to use it at all. But, Qin Feng also didn't intend to follow Wang Jingming's suggestion. Something as important as an angel seed. Qin Feng didn't even want to let it wander outside for half a second. It's better to make a contract early to save worry. Also avoid any accidents in the middle. Besides, for an angel seed, what's the point of taking a risk? It seems that going to Shengjing City is on the agenda. Qin Feng murmured, his eyes flashed with anticipation. Chapter 65. June 26, 9 p.m., Wangxi Hotel. in a huge training facility close to 500 square meters. Phew. Qin Feng, who was wearing a loose training suit, was holding a long gun. He was fighting crazily with Xiaoyan. Clang. A sound similar to the interlacing of gold and stone sounded. The spear in Qin Feng's hand was sent flying backwards, inserted into the ground, buzzing and shaking. After 3 days of training, my spear skills have improved a lot. Qin Feng looked at his hands with emotion. Even under Xiaoyan's merciless offensive, he can hold on for about half a minute. It's still a huge pressure, which can bring people greater improvement. Qin Feng saw his progress, nodding with satisfaction. It has been 3 days since we bid farewell to Shangguan Yu. For the past 3 days, Qin Feng was almost always dealing with chores in Tianfu City. But it didn't delay practicing fighting skills. Every day, I have to fight against Xiaoyan for 2 hours with real swords and guns, just to hone spear skills. Don't look at Xiaoyan as a spell-type angel. But the fighting skills should not be underestimated either, much higher than Qin Feng, as if the angels were born to fight. Under the tremendous pressure provided by Xiaoyan, Qin Feng also felt a great improvement. Okay, Xiaoyan, let's end here. Qin Feng beckoned, and the spear turned into a streak of light and entered the system space. Xiaoyan nodded, turned into a villain too, and went to sleep lying in Qin Feng's hair. There are still 4 days until the start of special enrollment. It's time to move, too. Just taking advantage of this time, you can also go to the Twilight Forest to find out about angel seeds. Qin Feng was filled with anticipation. 210. Then he wiped the sweat off his forehead with a towel. After taking a bath, walked into Wang Chenghai's room. Grandpa Dean, I plan to leave tomorrow and go to Shengjing City. You can use the money in the bank card. If you encounter any difficulties, just call me. Why? In addition, Wang's Chamber of Commerce will also help a lot. Qin Feng looked at Wang Chenghai and said, now that you know about Zhaofeng, you can rest assured. I am a bit older, but I still have decades to live, and I will take good care of these children. Because of the recent rise of Qin Feng, the funds are sufficient. Plus Wang Jingming's help. Wang Chenghai also took many strengthening potions that were unheard of before. She looks much younger now. His silver hair has a tendency to turn black again. The wrinkled skin now also looks radiant. The whole person looks very energetic and young. Qin Feng saw Wang Chenghai's condition, also completely relieved. The next step is a more exciting university life. More powerful monsters, more powerful provincial talents, and brand new angel seeds. Qin Feng is here. Early the next morning, a limousine carrying Wang Ya stopped at the entrance of the hotel on time. Qin Feng put the suitcase into the trunk. After saying goodbye to Wang Chenghai and the children for the last time, the car roared away. Is this your first time traveling far away? Wang Ya, who was sitting in the front row, asked. Yes. Qin Feng nodded. 3 full years have passed. He has never left Tianfu City for half a step. The first reason is that there is no strength. Secondly, the reason is that there is no money. 500 years ago, this world merged with the game world. The map plate has expanded countless times. Countless forests and oceans appear out of thin air. The Great Sha Kingdom is naturally the same. The area has almost expanded by more than 1,000 times. Like Fengxian province where Qin Feng is located today. The area is probably larger than the entire Dragon Kingdom in the previous life. In addition, there are many monsters and beasts in the wild, which is very dangerous. Even if you take the high-speed rail, plane and other means of transportation, it is also very dangerous. Therefore, people who do not have strong strength generally will not go out easily. Then when you take the long-distance teleportation array for a while, you may feel a strong sense of discomfort. Wang Ya looked at Qin Feng and said worriedly, we took the teleportation array to go there. Does a small city like Tianfu City also have a long-distance teleportation array? Why haven't I heard of it? Why? Qin Feng was both surprised and puzzled. Haha, who told you that your reputation was not obvious before? In fact, no matter how big the city is, at least it will establish a long-distance transmission array with the capital city of the province. In this way, in case of a large-scale animal attack, the provincial capital city can also provide timely support. It's just that the cost of using the teleportation array once is too high, so it's rarely activated easily. Wang Ya smiled and explained. Qin Feng suddenly realized. Yes. What is the most important thing in a country? Of course it's people. Even if it is a small city, the country will not give up easily. Naturally, a teleportation array will be built to protect the safety of city residents. Even if it is not enabled, placing it there can give residents a lot of sense of security. Then I'm just a special student of Shangjing University, and I'm not an important figure in the military. How can I have the right to use the teleportation array? Qin Feng thought for a while and asked again. Hey. Wang Ya smiled mysteriously, because, when the teleportation array was built, our Wang family provided half of the building materials. Qin Feng glanced at his mouth, not knowing what to say. What is a local tyrant? What is a family? Wang's firm completely opened Qin Feng's horizons. Afterwards, the two chatted for a while. Half an hour later, the car shuttled through the bustling urban area and came to the suburbs. Finally, it stopped in front of a building similar to a small military base. Even though the guarding soldiers recognized the Wang family's vehicle, they still checked the ID cards and student certificates of Wang Ya and Qin Feng very strictly before letting them pass. Got out of the car. After walking a few hundred meters, a circular altar with a diameter of more than 100 meters appeared in Qin Feng's sight. On the altar, a huge hexagram pattern is drawn. The array pattern exudes a white light, covering the entire altar, making it impossible to see the scene inside. This is the long-distance teleportation array. It's really luxurious and luxurious. Qin Feng sighed. Then he stepped into the teleportation array with Wang Ya. This is your first time using the long-distance teleportation array. The whole process may be a bit long, and the body will also have a strong feeling of oppression. Bear with it, you will be fine when you get there. Wang Ya's voice just fell. Buzz. The two were shrouded in light, and both disappeared in the teleportation array king. Shangjing City, the capital city of Fengxian Province. A military province famous all over the world. It is also the center of the entire Great Xia economy and martial arts. Shangjing City is located in 4 directions, southeast, northwest. Each is divided into a huge administrative region, and named after the beast. Symbolizes strength and prosperity. These 4 administrative regions. They are Dongfang Qinglong, Western White Tiger, Northern Xuanwu, Southern Suzaku. The 4 major administrative regions together form Shangjing City with an area of more than 2 million square kilometers. The Shangjing University that Qin Feng and Wang Ya are going to is located in the Qinglong administrative region in the east. As a world-renowned institution of higher learning, Shangjing University is also huge in size. It covers an area of 50,000 mu. Looking at the data alone may not make any sense. But you know that the entire Tianfu city only covers an area of more than 60,000 mu of land. You will know the hugeness of Shangjing University. If you put Shangjing University outside, that is no different from a small city. Although I have a premonition about the huge prosperity of Shangjing City. But when Qin Feng recovered from the teleportation array, he was still shocked by the scene in front of him. Ah! Roar! I saw in the square not far ahead. Someone was riding a demonic wolf that was more than 2 meters tall and exuded a violent aura. A gleaming silver outfit gleamed in the sun. Not far from him, a woman with a hot body and revealing clothes is even more terrifying on a mount. It turned out to be a big golden lion with a height of more than 5 meters and 3 heads. The woman saw Qin Feng and looked over. He also blinked at Qin Feng and blew a kiss. This is too exaggerated, too bold. Qin Feng was secretly speechless. Wang Ya also noticed the woman's movements, smiled and explained. Just get used to it. After all, the martial arts in Shangjing City is prosperous, and in addition to being located in the north, the folk customs are relatively strong. Most of the women also have a hot and bold personality. Yeah. Qin Feng nodded approvingly. Whether it was the woman just now or Shangguan Ming. This style is very bold, and it is indeed very different from those gentle women in the south of the Yangtze River. Besides, Qin Feng also noticed another point. That is, the long-distance teleportation array, which is extremely valued by Tianfu City and guarded by heavy troops, is a very common thing in Shangjing City. On the square, there are no less than 10 teleportation arrays like this one under his feet. Moreover, there are only a few older security guards who maintain order, and there is no one guarding them at all. Even the cost of taking the teleportation array, these security guards turned a blind eye. Even if there were one or two fair evaders, it didn't matter at all. It's really, tisk tisk, bold, informal. Qin Feng sighed again. Ha ha ha. Looking at Qin Feng's countryman's eyes, Wang Ya thought it was a little funny, so she chuckled. After laughing for a while, he took Qin Feng's arm and said, "Let's go, this is just a small corner of Shengjing City, there are still opportunities to learn about this magnificent city in the future." Qin Feng nodded, followed Wang Ya, and stepped into a teleportation array that could directly lead to Shengjing University. Buzz. After experiencing a feeling similar to weightlessness for a while, the two of Qin Feng finally arrived at the destination of this trip. The territory of Shengjing University. Sister Shangguan is already waiting for us, let's go there quickly. Qin Feng just came back to his senses. Wang Ya tugged at Qin Feng's arm and shouted excitedly. Qin Feng looked in the direction of Wang Ya's finger. Sure enough, he found the tall, smiling, beautiful girl with a huge longbow on her back, Shangguan Yu. Brother Qin Feng, younger sister Wang Ya, you are here, come with me, I will take you to report first. 17. Shangguan Yu walked in front of the two of them without any nonsense, and led them directly towards the school. Qin Feng and the two hurriedly followed. At the same time, like a curious baby, he kept looking around. Bunny Ears Girl possesses a mechanical armor, similar to Iron Man's mechanical, well, I don't know the gender. There is also an elf with a very beautiful appearance, a pair of butterfly wings and pointed ears behind him. These alien races that are rarely seen a few times a year in Tianfu City can be seen everywhere here. Qin Feng, besides the human race, there are many other races in this world. Among these races, there are also many who have good relations with our human race. You must not be hostile to them. Shangguan knew that Qin Feng's parents had died on the 10,000 races battlefield. For aliens, there is a natural sense of disgust. Immediately, I couldn't help reminding. Don't worry, senior sister Shangguan. Qin Feng nodded hastily. I hate those beasts who harmed the people of our Xia Kingdom and invaded our Xia Kingdom's territory. For these races that are close to the human race, not only do I not feel disgusted, but I even feel very friendly. Qin Feng said while speaking, while continuing to observe the surroundings. After observing for a while, apart from Qin Feng feeling that the overall atmosphere here is younger and more energetic than in the city, even found out, these students walking around the school, the level and strength are actually no weaker than those adults in the city. There was even a hint of victory. Open black lens bracket level. 25 close black lens bracket. Occupation. Warrior 3.3, skills, heavy attack, slash. Open black lens bracket level. 29 close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket occupation. Mage close black lens bracket. Skills. Fireball, ice spike. Open black lens bracket level. 31 close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket occupation. Heavy artillery gunsmith close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. What a powerful strength. These students are only 19 years old or 20 years old. The levels are all over level 20, and there is even a student who has reached level 31 and has undergone a second transfer. Shengjing University is worthy of being one of the 4 major universities, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It seems that they saw the shock of Qin Feng and Wang Ya. Shangguan Yu explained with a smile. Don't be surprised. Our graduates of Shengjing University, the worst level is also level 30, completed the second turn or above. As long as you are a hardworking student, even reaching level 40 is not surprising. As for special recruits like the two of you, even if you graduate to rank 3, there's nothing unusual about it. In Shangguan Yu's constant introduction, the three finally arrived at the gate of Shengjing University. A gate with a height of about 200 meters and a width of 100 meters, enough for dozens of cars to pass through at the same time, appeared in Qin Feng's sight. And above the gate, Daolong Zaifeng depicts 4 big characters. Shengjing University. The font is golden yellow, flamboyant and majestic. under sunlight, exuded a thick and majestic atmosphere. Looking inside through the door, you can also see rows of buildings neatly arranged among them. Is this Shangjing University? Qin Feng's face was full of longing.